My name's Joyce Somerville, and I'm a mammographer at Camden Clark. I've been here for 45 years.
My name's Cassandra Shamblin. I'm the team lead in the outpatient phlebotomy. I have been here about 7.5 years.
My name is Susan Hart. I'm a labor and delivery nurse at Camden Clark. I've been there for 23 years.
My name is Candy Bailey. I work at Cornerstone Primary Health Care. I've worked there for almost 8 years, and before that I worked at Camden Clark on 3 North for almost 12 years.
My name is Zipo Durr, and my position is RN in post-anesthesia care unit. I've been employed in this hospital since 2016, so it's 7 years.
Receiving the award was very shocking, and I felt honored.
The Voice of the Patient Award is the one that most employees appreciate the most because it's one that comes from the patient, and that's what we're here for ultimately.
It's a huge honor, and I always love to have patients come back and recognize you for the care that you gave, because it means a lot to have a patient come back and say positive things about their experience.
It made me feel very good because you feel recognized, your efforts feel recognized. It actually means a lot because I don't even know who said that to me, so it really does mean a lot.
Well, I think it's just important that we personalize what we do each day. We just try to make the patient understand what we're doing, why we're doing it, why it's important that they come for these screening procedures. Early detection is the whole key with mammography and breast cancer.
Well, I always try to smile and be happy, but I also I like to treat my patients like they're somebody's mother, brother, or sister, because they are, and I would want them to do that for my family. I really value my patients. I have built relationships with a lot of patients, and I get excited when I see, oh, they're back again.
Every day on my way to work, I pray that the Lord will give me wisdom and compassion for all my patients, and I always, my goal is always to treat everybody like they were my family, I would treat them the way I'd want my family to be treated.
Number one, patients are like our family. I treat them like my family. You get to know them, you get to know their neighbors, you get to know, their grandparents and grandkids and stuff like that.
Upon taking care of the patient, of course, I will introduce myself and see that the patient is comfortable and be friendly towards the patient and attend to each patient's need, because patients are different, patients have different needs. And even if a patient is having a difficult time, I try to be as friendly as I can and helpful as I can so that the patient has a good experience.
I think it's important that we're here ultimately for the patient and try to make them as comfortable as we can. It's a scary process.
We're there for them every day of the week. We're there for them. They need anything, they call us. They need guidance. That's what we're there for, is to help guide them. Sometimes just a shoulder to lean on too.
Well, we have face-to-face contact, direct patient care, so just being positive and, trying to help out and do whatever they need you to do to make it a good experience.
Hi, my name's Missy Covert, and I'm the Director of Rehab Services at CCMC. I've been with CCMC for 13 years now. To receive Leader of the Year was really a surprise to me. It was exciting, and it really meant for me that I was part of a good team here. I really think that Rehab Services is one of the long thriving departments here at the hospital, very well respected by other staff members, and I started here as a staff occupational therapist and then moved into the team leader position for OT, and then I moved into the director position 3 years ago. Being part of the patient experience, I think everything that we do is part of the patient experience. I think that for me, myself, as I still treat on the floor as a staff therapist, and then my staff and the rest of the staff here really want to treat everyone as if it's our family member that we have here. So it's not just a patient that we're seeing or a diagnosis, it's actually somebody that we truly are engaged with and care about and want to take the best care of that we can here in the community and for WVU Medicine.
Hi, I'm Leanne Steele, the Director of Acute Care Services. I've been with the organization for 31 years, and I remember the day that I was given the 2020 Leader of the Year Award. I shared that award with Tracy Smith, but had no idea what was happening that afternoon. I was on 5 North with the staff when an entourage of leaders within the organization approached me with a huge bouquet of flowers and a really nice recognition plaque. I was very overwhelmed, but I was surrounded by my people. I was surrounded by my staff, my peers. It was a very emotional afternoon for me. I remember that. I ugly cried, as I explained to my family, but it was very overwhelming to be recognized by coworkers and peers and folks throughout the organization.
My name is Tracy Smith. I'm Director of Radiology and Vascular Lab. I've been here for 24 years in August. I started in the hospital in radiology and then worked several years in the medical office building B. So I haven't technically been a WVU medicine employee that whole 24 years, but I have been in the exact same premises for 24 years. I was relatively new to my role whenever I received Leader of the Year. I know that a lot of the nominations that I received were from my staff and team members that I worked with, so it certainly meant a lot to me to receive it. It was really a nice validation and really kind of makes you feel like you're doing what you need to do. But for me, I think the biggest thing was just the acknowledgement that I was doing right by the staff that I work with. Well, I think obviously the patient experience is the #1 priority in everything we do. Particularly in radiology, we touch so many of the patients, either in the outpatient setting, the inpatient setting, in the emergency room. You know, my staff is really involved in every level of care because imaging is such a big part of the patient experience. But just treating our patients as we would want to be treated as if we were the patient is really the focus.
So when I received Leader of the Year, it was really during the height of the pandemic. And it really felt like it was a time that we connected with the community and each other here at the hospital. And I really saw some intimate times and some difficult times between family members, staff members, and community members. But we really all rallied as one and really reached out to one another here at the hospital, partnered with the community.
2019 was a very busy and very overwhelming year for all of us, and I could not have done what I did without the other relationships that I've built throughout the organization, not only in nursing but throughout the ancillary departments. It was because of them that we were able to be successful in 2019.
Again, I've mentioned what a great team I'm part of, Rehab Services. Lots of them dedicated their time to community vaccination projects and vaccinating here at the hospital for those who wanted that opportunity. So it was just a nice time to see everyone come together and support one another.
Employee recognition is very important, and I feel like the organization has done an amazing job over the last several years incorporating that into our day-to-day activity. We have the Bravo Awards and we recognize staff. But even just that day-to-day recognition, those pleases, those thank yous, an email, just the time and service that people put into caring for our community and our patients is overwhelming, and it's so nice when someone takes the time to recognize you for the work you're doing.
Well, I think for my staff, I want to make sure that they're happy, that they like coming to work every day, that they really value the relationship that they have with me and their colleagues here at the hospital. I think job satisfaction and feeling like you're part of something and a bigger cause every day is really the reason that we work here and we thrive here.
And nobody will treat you like I do. Whenever you need me, I'm truly madly ready to love you, yeah, love you like I do, love you like I do.